What's going on, guys? Asian Guy here, bringing you an update on the Japan server of One Piece Treasure Cruise. We are going to be getting a 6+ Super Evolution for Dex V2 Rayleigh. I'm very excited for this because, let me tell you, he is a superb upgrade, especially in the PvP department. This has made Rayleigh one of the god tier units of PvP, and we'll get into that in a moment. So, thank you very much to Koala-san, who has provided all the information on the OPTC subreddit Discord. As always, if you are not using this resource already, what are you doing? What are you doing? So, 6+ V2 Rayleigh. His stats have been increased. This is with the key limit break. Key limit breaks are very expensive on your limit break items, so do keep that in mind. But he has 4,671 HP, 2,008 attack, which is pretty nice, and 530 recovery. His captain ability now, without the key limit break, will reduce cooldowns at the start of the adventure by 1, boost attack of all units by 2.75 times, boost HP and recovery of all units by 1.25 times, and when your HP is below 30%, boost attack by an additional 1.45 times, which totals up to, I believe, a 3.98 times attack boost, so essentially a 4 times attack boost, and increase the appearance rate of matching orbs depending on how low HP is. The lower your HP, the higher the chance, and if you pair this up with the Cerebral ship, I forgot what it was called, the Red Force or the Shanks ship, it's very high. However, captain with key limit break, so limit break plus, it's a pretty good captain ability, guys. I won't lie, it's very impressive for a super evolution. -2 cooldown at the start of the adventure, making one of the quickest captains when it comes to cooldown, so -4 if you're running double Rayleigh. Attack 3 times for all units in the game. HP and recovery boost 1.25 times, the same as before, for all units in the game, meaning he is very tanky, very good at sustaining. And then when HP is below 30%, boost attack by an additional 1.5 times. We did hit the nail on the head here. It's going to be a universal 4.5 times attack boost, which is pretty damn superb, but below 30% HP, which again is a very annoying criteria. As much as we like to discuss it, it is a bit tedious to get down to that damage threshold. So, increase the appearance rate of matching orbs by a large amount depending on how low HP is. This is specifically a large amount rather than before, which was a standard amount. And this, I would guess, has to be at the same level as Carrot. So, you're essentially guaranteeing yourself 5 out of 6 matching orbs every single turn. If your HP is probably below 30% is my assumption here. If not, 6 out of 6 almost all the time. So, this is a very tasty captain ability locked behind key limit break. Now, limit break plus is very expensive, guys. My recommendation is not to limit break plus this Rayleigh unless you are swimming in limit break materials, because realistically speaking, he's a conditional attack boost of 4.5 times universally, whereas you got Luffy and Law, you just pop their special, double captain them, 4.5 times attack. Shanks crew like that as well. If you pop Sugar's special, 4.5 times attack. We've got 5 times attack boosting captains as well. Unless you're missing all of these really high attack boosting captains, then I do not recommend limit break plusing this Rayleigh. However, if you don't have anyone else to limit break plus, then absolutely feel free to go for it. Now, his special has been upgraded quite significantly. 200,000 fixed damage to one enemy that will ignore any defensive abilities, which is the same as before. For 1 turn, lock chain to 3 times, which is the same as before. And this time, boost orbs by 2 times instead of 1.75 times. So, for the whole crew, universal boost, 3 times chain lock, and 2 times universal orb boost, which is absolutely amazing. We love to see that. And when your HP is 50% or lower, before it was 30% or lower, now it's 50% or lower, for 1 turn, reduce incoming damage by 95% and change empty block, tandem, and recovery orbs to matching. Now, this condition is definitely a lot easier to do. A lot of bosses will cut your HP below 50%, or they'll have a preempted that will put you under 50%, which I think is very nice. This is a very good sub for Legend Kid. Really good. I have no complaints about this, other than maybe it would have been nice to see maybe a 2.25 times orb boost, which is unlikely with a 6+, but 3.25 times chain lock, which is something I was very optimistic about. I was hoping it would happen. Unfortunately, did not happen. If it did happen, this would have put Rayleigh as one of the best subs in the game by far. However, the main thing I want to talk about here is his Pirate Festival upgrades. His PvP upgrades are absolutely insane. He will now deal 1700 or 1700 fixed damage to all enemies in a large range. He'll boost the attack of all allies by level 5 for 15 seconds and boost their defense up by level 5 for 15 seconds as well. This has been upgraded from 600 fixed damage, which was terrible. It was terrible, and I believe his attack up was not even level 5. I'm not 100% certain on that part, but if it wasn't, I believe it was level 2. This is a huge, absurd upgrade. Just the fixed damage being a large range, 1700 is a significant amount. It's not absurd, but from upgraded from 600, that's special, top tier. Top tier, especially if you're running him on a defensive team. So on your defense team, it's very, very good. Level 5 defense up is huge. Now his passive ability got an absurd buff. His passive ability is level 5 HP up to all allies, which was the same as before, but when your HP is 60% or lower, which is very, very easy to get in PvP as the time or the counter passes, 60% or lower, level 5 defense up of all allies, and when HP is 60% or lower, level 5 guard rate up of all allies. This is the premium. This is one of the best units to have on a defense team because he will make them, one, really tanky with the level 5 HP up, and when Rayleigh's HP drops under 60%, he's going to give level 5 defense up, meaning the HP is worth more when it comes to normal attacks and not HP cuts and fixed damage, and then he will have guard rate up, so against enemy free spirit teams, guard rate up is really good. Any team that relies on doing normal attacks or DPS attacks, like normal DPS attacks, it's gonna appreciate having that defense up and the guard rate up. And if you didn't know already, guys, the first 3 slots are your first row units in your PvP team. So remember, if you have any tanks on your team, you want to put them in slots 1, 2, and 3 because they're going to be the first row units and they're going to get hit the most by the enemy, and this is an easy way to make any HP units that have a HP requirement, like Inuarashi, who needs to be under 60%, Whitebeard, who needs to be under 30%. This is a fantastic, easy way to get them under that HP threshold. So this Rayleigh, top tier unit for the game. His normal attack level to heal himself is okay. You know, it leaves a little to be desired. That's the one drawback of this Rayleigh. He will attack nearby enemies and he has an 80% chance to avoid binds. So stuff like Aokiji, I believe, falls under this, who will bind your units. Kizuna, Big Mom, units that are, you see these units often used in PvP. He is superb for PvP. So yes, I think this is a very, very good 6+, one of the best 6+ upgrades in the game. And if we're looking at comparison, thank you once again to Koala-san for laying it out like this. Very, very easy to see. Dex Rayleigh V2, the original, was -1 cooldown at the start of the adventure. Only a 2.5 times attack boost, HP and recovery boost are the same. An additional 1.4 times boost, meaning he was only a 3.5 times universal attack boost. Now he's gone up to a 3.98 times one, and with the captain limit break, which is very, very nice, you do get that as well. If you keep V2 Rayleigh and you key limit break plus him, he will have the 6+ Dex Rayleigh without key limit break plus, you know, captain ability. So that's you know, whatever. -1 cooldown, 2.75 times and 3.98 times is the 6+ Rayleigh, but with the key limit break plus the 6+ Rayleigh, again, -2 cooldown, which is huge. That's so good for speed running teams. 3 times flat attack, and then it goes up to 4.5 times with a large rate of matching orbs to boot as well. And this special is pretty nice. From 30% to 50% is really, really good. I think this is a superb upgrade. The one thing I do not like about this, guys, is the artwork. I'm just very, very sad they've changed the artwork. It is what it is. What can you really do about it? And yeah, that is pretty much all I have to say about this. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this V2 Rayleigh. The artwork does bother me. It does bother me, but, you know, it is what it is. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. I'm definitely going to be investing into this Rayleigh for PvP. Bye-bye.